picked up his pen.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You know, when I first told my father that I was going to be an actor, he said, "No, son, you pronounced it wrong. It's doctor." No, really. I've been a massive fan, a long-term fan of the original series. So given the opportunity to take on a role that Mr. Kelly had done so wonderfully well for 40 years was a little bit daunting, to say the least, and a big responsibility. At the same time, it was a challenge that I really embraced, and I was very thankful to have such a great cast and director to work with. And the trick, I think, for all of us, which JJ kind of keyed us into early on, was that it would have been a mistake to go in there and try and mimic or imitate what those guys had done so well all those years before. So, you know, he really gave us a brief to make the roles our own, and so yeah, very thankful for that. Thank you very much.
Great job. You did research for your roles. Did you, the surviving members of the cast, of course, the original cast, did you get a chance to interact with them besides Leonard Nimoy, who was in the film? This is to anyone.
Nichelle Nichols went to the set a couple of times, and that was a surprise that JJ had. And I remember he said, I'm going to go have lunch with Nichelle. Do you want to join us? And I couldn't because I was so nervous. And then when they came back, she was just so graceful, and she shared so much information. Like, and the lot where we shot the movie was where they shot the pilot 40 years ago. And those are the things that, you know, she was sort of like reminiscing when she was in there. And she pointed out where they had their little green rooms and everything, and I thought it was so great. And she shared very, very intimate stories that were poignant, you know, for I guess, for me to kind of have like a touch of what they were like, you know.
But he was also super cool before that, very available, and we hung out a lot. He gave me a lot of information. Shh. But my favorite Leonard story was meeting him for the first time was at Comic-Con in San Diego when we went down to announce that I'd be playing the role, and he was there as well. And we didn't have the luxury of like getting introduced before we crammed into this elevator that was taking us up to where we needed to go. And the elevator was like this very slow moving elevator, and there had to have been like 15, 20 people in it. And just as the doors opened, we had just been introduced, and Leonard said, "You have no idea what you're in for, kid." And then he just walked out of there. Could you clarify that? It was very, very cool throughout, and obviously incredible in the movie too.
So, one, are you planning to do any more? And two, how many people are you planning to piss off if you do not bring back all the actors?
No, the key was we wanted to bring back Star Trek in a way that I was not a fan, quite frankly, when I was growing up. And I became a fan working on it, and I sort of fell in love with the characters. And the idea was, like, you know, Zoe and Carl were saying, to try and bring it back to in the spirit of what they did, you know, 43 years ago. So if we do more, if people like it and there's demand, we luckily have all these people to bring back, and so they'll all be back. And they were just the greatest to work with. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mine's more of a, not a question, but a comment. At the age of 13, I've been collecting these movies.
This is hotness.
I think it's a voicemail.
Leave a message. Leave a message.
Is it music?
Oh my God!
Is there voicemail music?
Leave her a voicemail.
No.
Wait, what's happening?
That's her ringtone.
She's ringing. Hello. A lot of build up here. God willing, she answers the phone. Hello? Hello? Is it Kat? Hey Kat, what's up? How are you?
I'm amazing.
Dad, I'm here with your dad in Kuwait, and this is Zach, or Siler. I just wanted to call and say hi. We had a really good time. We just showed all these folks Star Trek, and he thought it would be fun if we called and said hi to you.
Just say hi. This is hotness.
Your dad wants me to say that this is hotness. But I promise you I was coerced into it, though. I would never normally say that on my own. All right, I'll give you back to your dad. It's nice to talk to you on the phone. You're welcome. Have a good day. Say hi to everybody here.
Oh, gosh.
Love you. Bye. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. No problem.